Hi, my name is Jessica Chao, and this is my senior project. This is a system overview of my project with the Raspberry Pi 2. It has a Wi-Fi dongle and a keyboard connected to it, and as well as some LED outputs and a button connected to it on top. With the press of a button, it will output a text file with the red RFID tags in it. Here's a battery pack that powers the system, and underneath here is the ThingMagic M6E development kit board, which is pretty much the embedded reader. Underneath is a SAMSUS antenna that picks up the RFID tags. And that's the system overview. So here's a setup of how it actually works. This is a container with an RFID tag in there that I stuck in. I'm going to put that in front of the antenna. And I'm going to press this button, which will pretty much pick up the tag and output it to a text file onto the Raspberry Pi. Here I'm connecting my Raspberry Pi to my mobile device, which is my phone's hotspot. I just named it after my name. Now I'm going to use this bash file that I wrote called openrftag, which pretty much runs the system. So my program is running now. Since the alpha prototype, I've made extra changes like inputting your own host computer IP address to the UI. This is the add container function, and it outputs a success message once it has been added to the database. Here I'm showing you in MySQL the table after it has been added. As you can see, the table has been updated. Next is the checkout container function. It's the same as the last demo, where I pretty much have a checkout form where students can fill out their first name, last name, and poly ID number. After submitting that, it should update the table called checkout in the MySQL database. And here it outputs a success message as well. So after running select from checkout, my table has been updated in the database. Here's the information search form where you can search up information from the database. I put in my student ID number and it outputs a query with my poly ID, GTIN, serial number, checkout date, and checkout time. As you can see, it's the exact same output from the MySQL database table. A new feature that I added since the last demo is this history button, which pretty much searches for information after a student has returned an item. So here I'm searching for my ID, but the query won't show anything because I haven't returned anything yet. But after returning the container that I checked out, it should update the history table. So here I clicked return, and it takes in the container that was scanned in and deletes it from the checkout table and adds it to the history table. So let's search up the history table via the date. Today I'm recording on May 7th, so I'm gonna search by date, 2017, May 7th, and searching by date. It should output the history of that date of the students that returned their containers on this day. The output's kind of weird right now, but I'll probably fix this by the end of the quarter. It has all the correct information where the return time is 18:21 with 2 seconds. Here I'm showing you in the history table in the MySQL database server. The output is the exact same as from the system on the Raspberry Pi 2. Finally is delete container. Delete container deletes the tag read from the text file that was read from the antenna. And after searching the database, it should be deleted from the container table. As of now, the Greenbin is almost done functional-wise. I plan to fix the user interface a little bit more with tweaking the query output a little. And since the alpha demo, I added some error handling as well as making it so that you can read only one container at a time. Hopefully by the end of this quarter, I can add a function to handle regular backups of the database in case of system failures where data loss can happen. Thank you for watching.